1. Porn insecurities. I am learning more about myself. Through posting, I'm hoping to gain some perspective and insight. Growth. You can be honest, but please be respectful. Not the first or the last to experience some discomfort with my partner viewing different kinds of pornography. The internet is a wide, wonderful place full of different things. I have my tastes, of course, but some of my partner's tastes make me uncomfortable. For example, cam girls and strangers' personal selfies posted on the internet make me uncomfortable. But they are literally everywhere. I don't want to be the kind of person that trolls my partner's spanking material, but I'm struggling with some of it as a gray area. It's been suggested that I sit down with my partner and talk about this. I want it to be a good conversation that actually goes smoothly without bringing shame to the table. We did attempt one conversation that did not go smoothly. The conversation started with another post I read on a social platform. Basically, the post said that a man likes to have his cake and eat it too while having his GF is just for him. Yet if his GF was posting the same material, it would be considered a terrible thing to do. I wish I had saved the post, because it describes a woman's role in this kind of material, and how women are consumed, objectified in society. It made the point to say that if he can consume it, then she may post it. My BF did not see the equivalency in this argument. I don't see myself posting anything like that on the internet, but the post did highlight the hypocrisy. My partner argued that porn consumption versus making it and posting it are very different things. While I do concur with this, I still think that the post I read brought up a really good point. Is it reasonable to ask for some boundaries for what my partner views in his personal time? I don't want to police or forbid anything. I'm his partner and not his parent. I do realize this can be a hard topic for some couples, and I'm no different. How can I approach this with some tact and taste? 2. Best friend has feelings for me and it seems to hurt him. I used to go to school together with my best friend. We were in a class for a few years without talking at all, but eventually got into contact because he made attempts at talking about shared interests. At first it was extremely awkward and I already suspected he might have a crush on me, but we kept talking. Lots of time passed and we befriended each other because of how similar we are and that we have a lot of overlapping interests and hobbies. Over time, we became each other's best friends. I honestly assumed that over time, his crush on me might have died down because I never showed any romantic interest whatsoever. I kept it in the back of my mind, but didn't think it needed to be addressed if he doesn't want to. A year ago, he eventually confessed and I turned him down, making it very clear that I do not have such feelings for him. I also told him that it's his choice on how to continue. If it hurts him too much, he is free to cut or at least roll back contact. But he decided to continue frequent contact, hanging out and everything. I thought that maybe with an official rejection he was on his way to getting over his feelings. But the past few weeks, he frequently asked for hugs and seemed bothered and distracted by something. I asked him about it eventually, and he told me his feelings aren't quite gone yet. And now, I don't know what to do. He doesn't make any inappropriate advancements. I have made my feelings clear. I'm very certain he knows that it's not going to turn into romance. That's why I didn't mind continuing the friendship. If he knows it's purely platonic and respects that, it's alright. But his feelings aren't going away, even with an official rejection and lots of time passing. He appears to be hurting and conflicted because of it. I'm afraid frequent contact and hanging out together makes the matter worse. He might not be able to get over his feelings if I am his closest friend and his most frequent source of contact. He might not be distracted enough to get over me. What is the right thing to do? Should I cut back on contact? I know he wouldn't want that. So should I respect that or make the better decision overall for him? Is a friendship possible or might any contact cause his feelings to flare up again? 3. Why is my ex throwing pebbles at me? Me and my ex were together for 2 years. We lived together for a year as well. He asked for a break, which then turned into him breaking up with me, then getting into a relationship with another girl, all within a span of 2 weeks. He is a recovering addict, and a little before the break he had used, which led to a full-blown relapse that he isn't getting medical treatment for currently. What is confusing to me is how he has been online. He was always private on Insta, until he made his page public to then post either petty things about me in his captions or to show off his new relationship. Before this, he would maybe post once a month, always as art, never a selfie. I wonder if he is doing this just to spite me for some reason. He has also started to watch my stories on Instagram. I watched his, then he went to private, back to public and posted more stories. Is this for me or am I being 100% self-absorbed? I feel like he is taunting me, but he's the one who left. I could really use some advice or another perspective on this. This is my first actual relationship and I have no idea what is happening.